Good afternoon. At 11:45 a.m., LPD and LFR were dispatched to a funeral home here in Lincoln on a medical emergency. And I will let LFR speak on that, and then I will come back and let you know on our investigation what has transpired. I will say that, go ahead.
Lincoln Fire and Rescue was called this morning at 11:43 for a echo response, CPR in progress. We did our normal treating the patient, and we ended up transporting one, but that is the only information that LFR has. Prior knowledge of the call or the patient was not until the original dispatch LFR had, like I said, at 11:43. That's all I can give you.
What we have learned is the funeral home had transported who they believed was a deceased individual from the Mulberry Nursing Home in Waverly. As the employee was placing constant glance onto a table to start their process, an employee noticed that she was breathing. They instantly called 911, and LFR and LPD responded, and she was taken to a local hospital and is still alive. LSO has been to the nursing home, and we have started our investigation into what happened. At this point, we have not been able to find any criminal intent by the nursing home, but the investigation is ongoing. Constant was placed on hospice at the nursing home. At the time that they believe she passed, the Lancaster County Sheriff's Office was not dispatched on a coroner. It did not fall into those parameters for them to have to call us to do a coroner investigation. Those are a death of a patient is anticipated, which this was, and the physician had seen her in the last 7 days, and the physician is willing to sign the death certificate, and that there was nothing suspicious at that time of the death. All of those fit. That's the reason why LSO was not sent initially to the nursing home. Constance's family has been notified, and she is 74 years of age. Do you have any questions for me?
Do we have a last name?
Yeah, Glantz, Glantz. She's originally from Lincoln, Nebraska, but was in the Waverly Nursing Home. Yes, Constance.
How long had she been pronounced dead before arriving at the funeral home?
She was pronounced, from what our investigation has shown, at 9:44 a.m. and the call came in at 11:44 a.m. at the funeral home.
How many people had seen her in between? Do you have any idea how many people had seen her from her time of death to the funeral?
I do know usually they take two to do the transport, and I know there was at least one nurse at that time doing that. I don't know how many people had done that part of it. Like I said, we're still ongoing with the investigation and trying to determine what transpired in it.
Was it the funeral home or a coroner truck or something like that took her from the nursing home to the funeral?
I'm not for sure who they sent to transport her.
And who was the one that actually had pronounced her deceased?
The nursing home staff.
Did she have any underlying health conditions?
She was on hospice. That's all I know and can really say. This is a very unusual case. I've been doing this 31 years, and nothing like this has ever gotten to this point before. There's been people that we've gone to and found before, but it was way before something like this has happened.
I mean, are there any precautions that can be taken to prevent anything like this from happening again?
I'm sure the nursing homes and everybody's going to be taking a look into what has happened, and I'm sure they'll look at see if new protocols need to be made or if they were all followed. I can't, other than that, I don't know.
I know you mentioned that there was no criminal intent, but is there any laws broken with something like this happening, mispronouncing somebody dead?
We are looking into all that, but at this point, we have not been able to determine anything. Like I said, there was nothing intent about what transpired on that and by the staff that we can determine at this point, but it's still ongoing.